All right. Come on, say, let's clap. Come on, let's clap. We don't have no background music yet. We don't have all of that. So this is purely organic and good morning. God bless each and every one of you guys. It is a throwback Thursday, August the 3rd, 2023, 21 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with Miss Miko and the one and only SennyJ. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? The chat room is wide open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. We're here on this glorious Thursday morning. We are so happy that you guys are in the chat room, and thank you so much. This is the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, good morning. God bless you. Good to see you. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I can let you know what has been going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We also are going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Morning, Miss Miko.
Good morning, girl. Hey, Shawn. How you doing?
Hey.
Good morning to the chatties. It feels amazing to be here with you guys today on this Throwback Thursday. The dynamic trio is back in the building. Y'all like that? The dynamic trio? Okay. Let's get started with the weather. In Bethlehem, PA, where we will broadcast live from, it's currently 59 degrees and it's going to a high of 76. There will be no rain, a little cloudy, but we're going to get a little reprieve from the heat that we've been feeling all last week. In New York City, where you at right now, it's currently 64. It's going to a high of 81. It will be sunny and beautiful all day in the city. You definitely want to stick around with us, the only place on earth where you get your morning started, right?
Okay, exactly. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? You said dynamic trio?
Trio.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Oh, yeah, the 3-0 was funny, though. But
yeah, the trio.
Yeah, my tongue wasn't doing what I needed it to do. Put a pause on that. But it wasn't, the tongue wasn't tonguing.
Well, let's get your tongue together. All right, listen, we're going to jump right into this. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly love you guys, and good morning, and thank you so much. And like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with Cindy J and the Queen, Miss Miko. Now, let's want to jump right into this on a Thursday, City and Miss Miko. Again, I see online on these social media platforms once again, my young African American nephews out here in these streets, running around, being recorded, Miss Miko and Cindy J. Once again, stealing high-end luxury bags out of Gucci stores.
Oh, yeah, I saw that was in California.
Yeah, this, my young Black kings are out there with the hoodies on, and they're running into the stores, and they're literally grabbing merchandise off the shelves and literally running out. I know we've all seen these videos. And it's sad. It's sad to me. I do understand the fact that these corporate giants are worth billions of dollars, and this loss of prevention is not even enough to even shut a store down or impact them financially. Okay, they might lose a couple of $1 million in a fiscal year that they can write off and get that money back. I get that. I get all of that, Cindy James, Miko. But it is sad and desperate to see my young African Americans, because I don't see a lot of white folks jumping into these stores and stealing. I see white folks at 7-Eleven. I see white folks,
the white folks
I see that.
Before it get to the store, Shawn. The white folks is hitting the trucks on its way to the stores. They're not doing the stores.
Right.
They're doing it before they hit the stores.
Right. So my young kings are out there. And listen, Black folks have been racially profiled since the beginning of time. My personal experience is I went into a men's warehouse, SennyJ and Miss Miko, 30 years ago. And you heard the story. I heard so, and these two white guys and a white associate was following me around. I cursed them out because I needed a suit for some particular occasion. I was in there buying a suit, and they profiled me so much that I turned around, I cursed them out. And SennyJ and Miss Miko and everyone's listening, I haven't been to a men's warehouse ever since. This is 30 years ago. I don't even know if these stores do men's warehouse even still exist? I don't even know.
It does. You don't need to go in there for nothing.
Exactly. Exactly. So what I'm saying is, when I see my young kings jumping going into the Gucci stores and stealing all these bags for profit, it makes me sad because we were already being profiled to the maximum anyway, and Black folks will be profiled for the rest of time. I get that. Does the optics of it, is it hilarious to me? Yes. Do you need to be young? I think I'm too old to be stealing anything and jumping over barriers and running out of stores.
It's a bit much.
But it's sad to see my young African Americans being profiled on video stealing these high-end all this high-end merchandise. It really saddens me that.
Oh, Shawn, you need to lighten up.
And wait, let me just say one more thing about this before I yield my time to SennyJ and Miss Miko and their thoughts about this. The store Wawa, Miss Miko, are you still there?
I'm here.
I don't know. Cindy just froze up. I don't know what's going on.
Cindy out there in the country.
Right. I want to share your thoughts. I'm gonna share these thoughts, and then I'm gonna share my thoughts, and then I'll yield my time back to you.
She's back. Cindy, you back?
Now, you back, Cindy? Welcome back. Miss Miko, Wawa is introducing a new concept in one of their stores down in downtown Philadelphia, where they're not going to have any items on display in the floor of the Wawa. You have to go to the kiosk and press what you want. An associate will bring out whatever items you purchased when you do the touchscreen on the kiosk, right?
Okay.
And I believe if this is something, and welcome to the show, guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you guys for tuning in this morning. You know the deal, we're on summer hours. Somebody alert Princess Cox on pause and everybody tell them to come on into the room.
Vanetta, call Princess. Oh, Shawn, hit Cindy's backstage.
So let me add her to the stream. Okay, I think she's there.
Not Vanetta, call Princess.
Fan out.
So my whole thing is, now that they're starting this new concept, and I'm going to yield my time to the ladies, where Wawa is having itemless, no items on the display floor. You go to the kiosk, you purchase your items through the kiosk, and an associate will come out and give you your item. If this project works with Wawa, I believe that every store, especially these high-end stores and these Gucci stores, I don't think my young nephews will be able to run into a store and just start grabbing high-end bags and running out the store. They are going to stop this at some point. They're going to have new policies and new procedures for everybody, especially our African Americans, to not steal these items anymore. Ms. Miko, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on my young kings and my young nephews running into these high-end stores that we see all the time on social media videos, running and grabbing high-end items and leaving the store? What's your thoughts?
Y'all gonna judge me if I say what I'm thinking. I don't want to say it because the
chat
room gonna tear me up.
Say it. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Say it. Don't worry about all of that.
I'm saying, where the boosters at? Can I get 50% off? Like, it's good. Mama need a new bag. Hit your girl.
What?
floating around the hood in LA somewhere. Can someone hit my inbox and let me know? I'll pay for shipping.
Word.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay. The Queen SennyJ. Before we start,
I don't care. You know I don't care. Reparations. Get it how you live. Like, you can't continually keep people in poverty and expect everything to be a status quo. That's why they're going out here stealing cars, stealing whatever, on top of the fact that it's trendy. You know what I'm saying? It's trendy right now to rob these high-end stores. And what are you going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Crime has been around since the beginning of time. You know what they thought? Oh, we're going to protect your credit cards. We're going to put a chip in it. These scammers out here, I've seen it. These scammers out here making cards
with the
chip in it.
Right.
Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it. Like, you can't do anything about it. And I mean, these stores have the capacity. They can put armed guards there. They don't want to. Because they don't care. So you want me to get riled up about Black people getting it how they live in America? I'm never gonna do that.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, Miss Miko, while Cindy's until she calms down. Yeah, Princess, I'm okay. I know I got that uncle look and I didn't shave. I know there's a lot going on here. But Princess, thanks for asking. You're the only one that asked, was I okay? Cindy and Tamiko didn't ask, and nobody else in the chat. So Princess, I love you to death for checking on your boy. Miss Miko, I hear everything that you guys are saying. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? We're going to get into the show in a moment. We're just, chopping it up with our opinions on this matter. Miss Miko, Cindy's talk about get it how you get it, reparations and all of that. I get it. We doing this for our grandfathers. I get that.
For the ancestors, Shawn.
Miss Miko, how would you feel if your beloved nephew, son, cousin was in one of those videos with the tight jeans on, with the ass crack, with the $600 sneakers, with the hoodie, running out with a bag? How would you feel if you saw one of your family members running out of a high-end store stealing something?
I will be appalled, and I will say, if you bring it to my house, I'm not going to tell your mother. Taking that, you kidding me?
And Shawn, none of these kids are being caught. Like, I haven't heard anything, seen like a lineup of like a group of 10 people.
They not shooting nobody. They don't have no weapons. They just going to get what's theirs to survive in the hood, and that's it.
Cindy, before we move on to the show, if your beloved son with the light green eyes, the gray and green eyes, the light skinned bandit, aka Steph Curry Jr.
He better not. He better not.
Wait, Cindy. Why does he better not when this is all about reparations? Hold on. If Steph Curry Jr., if you saw it, aka your son, was on video, you clearly could see him walking out with 17 Gucci duffel bags and 14 handbags and 47 wallets. And you can see him dropping the wallets on the floor, picking them up while some little white guys trying to struggle with him. Cindy, how would you feel if you saw your own beloved son behaving this way?
I would be fuming mad. I would be so upset because he knows better than that. But that's for like the other people. The other people can do that. That's not for you. I ain't mad at him, but that's not for you. You understand? He knows better. He has a different track in life. But people like that, they make the ecosystem go around. You know what I'm saying? Like bees that pollinate.
So are you saying that these young folks, my beloved nephews and young kings that are out there stealing everything at will on video, are you saying that they are urban heroes? Are they our urban version of Robin Hood? Are they stealing from the rich to give back to the poor?
Are
Yes, Sean. They are part of our financial ecosystem. We need them. You know what I'm saying? How do you think that stuff is getting down to Harlem? You know what I mean? They gotta ship it. It's all part of the process. We need them. If we didn't have those boosters, we would crumble in the Black community.
But okay, damn, are we
I
that
agree
are
for
we
you.
that fragile? Are we that fragile of a
I
community that we
agree.
will crumble if the booster doesn't still?
I
Miss Migo,
feel, I feel, I feel that.
Miss Migo, back in the day, at least the booster has some type of integrity. Uh, I think booster integrity doesn't even go together, but they did. Like they went in store and they snuck around and they kind of figured it out. And when no one was looking, they would put the blouse or the weave underneath the hair and they would run out. Miss Miko, these folks are literally walking into the store and grabbing stuff and running out. And I don't know if there's a technique to boosting, but Miss Miko, before we move on, do
That's
you?
not boosting, Sean. That's just a straight smash and grab. That's not boosting.
Right.
That's all that. It's a smash and grab. This is it.
This is
Well, SennyJ, what's the difference between smash and grab and boosting? I don't see the difference. I just see these guys are blatantly just taking stuff, but it's still the same thing.
maybe it's just a different form of boosting. I feel like boosting is like a general term because you can like, do it with anything. But their approach was very much more guerrilla style. You know what I mean? Like
More
they know they're
rare.
not going. Yeah, they're not going back there because regular boosters, at least when you do the sly and coy, like you can go back to a store. It's usually in your hood. You can go back a couple times, whatever. Maybe take a little trip out state, but you're low key so you can continue doing your business. But them, they're gonna have to travel to different malls to keep up with their smash and grab lifestyle.
So will you guys, and then we're gonna move on. Thank you guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. What is your opinion about my young kings and nephews out there boosting and stealing and taking these high-end bags and coming and bringing them down to the hood and selling them for profit? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to buy it as well.
wow,
I know you would, Sean.
I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Yes, if half price, I will purchase the items from the booster. I'm going to keep it real. SennyJ, would you purchase the items from the booster?
yeah, I do it.
Miss Miko, well, Miss Miko said it in her opening statement, but I just want to ask again for the people who just joined us. Would you purchase these high-end items from the booster?
Sean, yes, for $100, please.
And door number one, by chat room, put a number one if you will purchase items from the booster. Put a number one. Put a number two if you have some type of integrity and you're not going to do it.
Sean, Princess said it's called steaming in Brooklyn.
Steaming. Is that a new
Steaming.
term?
That's what it's called.
What is it
Steaming.
called? What is it called?
Steaming.
Steaming?
Yeah.
ST?
Yep. He says called steaming in Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole steam team. Okay.
Not there's a team. You see, Sean?
Where is said team, Princess? DM me.
They're unionizing.
Right. You took the words right out of my mouth, Paul. Do we get together? How do you plan that? Do we smoke the blunt? And like,
Oh yes, definitely blunt smoking is going on.
right.
I know that for a fact.
Right. Do we smoke the blunt and then we go into a car, the five of us? There's no need for anybody to look out, to have a lookout at the door. We don't even need that. We just run into the store and grab it. So back to my original question, then we're going to move on. How you guys feel if some of these high-end stores or stores in general have the kiosks available when you walk into the store and there's no items at all on the floor and you have to use the kiosk to purchase an item and a sales rep will come out and show it to you. Cindy, I'll start with you. How would you feel if you go into a store, any store, and have to go to a kiosk and press your little Gucci bag and they come out with one or two? How would you feel about that?
I mean, it'd be fine. I mean, I wouldn't care. They have to do that half the time anyway. Like a lot of stores do put in a lot of these weird loss prevention. Like sometimes when you go to the store, they only have one shoe in the display. Like there's not two. It's like, what are you guys doing? You guys are trying to stop the stealing of the shoes. So yeah, like if they had to say we have to go in the back, that's fine. But a lot of people are not shopping in the stores anyway.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
They have nothing in there half the time anyway.
I don't know. I was in our local mall a few days ago, SennyJ, and I don't know. That place was packed. There was a lot of people in there shopping at different stores. Miss Miko, what's your thoughts? If you walk into a store and you see a kiosk there, and you just have to press 2 or 3 items, and they bring them out to you, how would you feel about that?
I mean, Shawn, think about it. They do it in certain Walmarts now. If you in the hood, like I went down, I forgot somewhere in Maryland. I went to Walmart. All the ethnic care makeup was locked up. So, I mean, they do that now. If you want to get something, you got to call an associate to come and unlock the glass, pull it back, get what you want. They lock it back. So it is what it is.
Okay, cool. All right. What's your thoughts in the chat room? Only place on earth where you get your money. Cindy, are you still there or did you freeze up again?
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
Okay, what are you looking at?
Dazed off. Like, what are you doing?
Cindy up there like this. Are you okay?
I was listening, but I was just, drifting off.
Okay, well, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? You thinking about penis or something? You all right?
Oh, God.
You had that thinking about penis look. Pause.
No, I was just listening.
Okay, go. All right, guys. We're gonna move on. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? We'll do some Cindy Says. We'll get into some entertainment news. Thank you so much. Again, we're on summer hours. We truly appreciate you guys. I'm speaking for Miss Miko and SennyJ, and God bless you guys. And please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? SennyJ.
Wait a minute. Wait, before we go, Cindy. In the chat room, Princess said, I do it all the time. Things just accidentally fall between my feet in my chair and I roll on out. Princess!
Word.
Princess!
Okay, well then I'll tell you what. But before we start with Cindy, let's do a moral inventory. Everybody, and I want everybody to be honest. And I know I've asked this question back in the days. We're asking again for the new listeners. Put a number on chat room if you ever stole something or boosted something in chat in a store. Miss Miko, give me 27 number ones.
Got you.
Miss Miko, have you ever stolen anything from a store?
Yes.
Miss SennyJ, have you ever stole something from a store?
Yeah. We did a whole expose on the show, Tamiko.
Yeah, we did a whole show. We did a whole show on that. We'll send it to you one day. Now,
oh my God. Put
a number 1 in the chat room if you stole something or boosted something. I mean, there's been times I stole something back in the day out of a store, and it wasn't even my intention to steal anything. I just stole it because it was an impulse reaction.
Oh my God.
Miss Miko, when you stole something, did you plan it out or was it an impulse reaction?
It was impulse.
Stop lying.
It was. I didn't go in the store and be like, scheme on it. It was impulse.
Cindy, when you stole something, was it planned out or was it an impulse? Or both?
I think it's all impulse.
Wait, Lakeisha Berglund said the swish and tags count. I'm notorious for that, Lakeisha. That's a good one. I'm notorious for that one.
No, girl, that ain't it. They just put the wrong price. You was helping them. They had it in the wrong section, girl.
All right.
Wait, and they said Cindy got caught stealing a glue from the beauty supply store?
Yeah, that was before your time. We don't want to bring up old memories. I forgot to even talk about it. Cindy, I apologize. Why you think Cindy got the black screen right now?
I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
Not the glow.
You can play. You can play.
It was a wig.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bring up my past, bring it up right. get the story, damn it, right. Now you're making people think I'm out here being a cheap bitch, stealing glue. Now
Yeah.
I'm a cheap, dusty, stealing ass bitch. Come on, who said that? Put some respect on it.
You know who it was.
It was a human hair wig, okay?
Right.
No, I was not paying $150 in the Poconos. I'm sorry.
I listen, Cindy, was I mad at you? I listen. I just read the news article while we was on a boat on a yacht while I was standing next to you while you was drunk about stealing your little item. I wasn't even mad at you.
She was in a newspaper.
Yeah, all this shit was in. Oh, shit. Yeah, all of this was in the newspaper. Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Oh, girl, she took it to social media. It was a whole thing. It was really embarrassing.
Social media is the devil, but we
and
all.
then you wore it on the show, Cindy.
Oh my God! See, Miss Miko, why? We want to.
They giving it up. Giving it up in the chat room.
Miss Miko, we want to move on. You see, Cindy, see how Miss Miko is? Wait a minute, Cindy. No, whoa.
Tell me more.
Later.
You're going to have to watch the show. All right, Cindy, you have to watch the repeat. Go back 4 years ago. All right. Cindy, we're going to get into some front page news with SennyJ. We're going to please put a number 1 chat room if you're enjoying the show so far today. Put a number 2 if you're not. And we truly appreciate you guys. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And we're happy to be here this morning, guys. Summer hours. Cindy, what you got? Come on.
What I got right now, everybody is talking about it. And sorry, my other device, it died. So I'm trying to get this for you on my phone, which is why I'm black. So sorry about that. Lizzo has been sued by 3 former dancers who are alleging harassment and hostile work environments. This story is so crazy to me. 3 of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit that was filed this week. They also allege that she pressured one of them to touch a nude performer. Oh, it came on. Sorry, hold on. To touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition after revealing false accusations that they were drinking on the job. The dancers accused Lizzo of calling attention to one dancer's weight gain and later berating, then firing that dancer after she recorded a meeting because of a health condition. The suit, which was filed in LA Superior Court, they also accused the captain of Lizzo's dance team of, what is this word? Proselytizing? I don't even know what that means.
Right.
To other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies, simulating oral sex, and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. The suit names Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Vivian Jefferson, her production company, and her manager as defendants. In addition to accusations of a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit brings claims for religious and racial harassment, false imprisonment, interference with prospective economic advantage, and other allegations. But not every claim, they say, was brought against each defendant. The suit accuses Lizzo of calling attention to one of the dancers to their weight gain at a South by Southwest music festival. The singer and her choreographer later told the dancer that she seemed less committed to her role, which they say is a thinly veiled concern about her weight. They also were talking about, they went to an Amsterdam nightclub and they had a performance in the city earlier, I guess because Lizzo's on tour or is traveling. And it states that Lizzo's after parties were routine and non-mandatory, but alleged that those who attended were favored by the singer and had greater job security. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas that were protruding from the performers' vaginas. The suit then says Lizzo then turned her attention to one of her dancers and began pressuring them to touch the breasts of one of the nude women. After she declined, Lizzo allegedly led a chant, like forcing her to do it. After she declined three more times, um, they said that the chanting didn't stop and it grew louder. And then when she finally decided to do it and briefly touched the performer, that the group started laughing. Lizzo allegedly pressed a member of her security staff to get on stage and began yelling at her to take off her clothes, one of the dancers. Um, so yeah, like this just goes more into detail about these claims, what's going on. Lizzo, I just seen because her social media, she was still like posting pictures and all this different stuff like that. So she just recently put out a statement and she said that these last few days have been gut wrenching, difficult, and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually, I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. It's a 4-part slide on her Instagram. I'm not gonna read all that. But
Right.
if you want to go check it out, you can go to her page, Lizzo Be Eating on Instagram and read it. I'm kind of on the fence with how I feel about this because
Well,
I
well,
don't
the
know.
first, well, the first thing is, if she's currently on tour, does she have any dances left?
Mm,
Uh, uh,
I
uh,
think
secondly, this sounds like an after party that's totally out of control. Lizzo, who I fell in love with after her Cinemax or HBO special, which I thought was amazing. Did I feel a little perverted listening to Lizzo with all these teenage girls in the audience? No, I didn't. Uh, I thought it was weird. My wife was even thought it was weird that I was singing these Lizzo songs. But Miss Lizzo, you are out of control and you are out of order. You are not a boss. You shouldn't even be around your dancers like that. So it's time to dance.
mm-mm.
You shouldn't be out there, and this is your uncle talking out there with these. I know you're young. You're actually beautiful. You're a beautiful woman. Lizzo, I would smash you if I wasn't married.
Mm.
But but when you have a bunch of dancers that are loyal to you, and dancing jobs, Miss Miko, are hard to come by. And she put on some overweight dancers. I say that respectively. And they would do anything to keep this job working on with Lizzo worldwide.
Right.
And Lizzo exploited her power and put these young ladies in a position, or men, to where they have to file a lawsuit. I sympathize. If this is true, I sympathize with the dancers and all that they have to go through. It is a tremendous amount of stress for these people to literally have to walk on eggshells to work for this woman. That's what this sounds like to me. I don't think that all this is made up. Why all of a sudden 4 or 5 or 6 different dancers is coming out with all these allegations right out the blue? I don't think that they made this up. Lizzo, I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of yours, but you played yourself. If this is true, and you need to take, Cindy and I talked about this yesterday. You need to take an Ellen DeGenerate class, uh,
Well,
and
Ellen, girl.
you need some business management skills and relationship skills with people because you're out of control and you're being very disrespectful. And this could tarnish your career in the short term.
Right.
Hell yeah, it's gonna tarnish her career. She's getting canceled as we freaking speak.
Are you serious?
Yes, people are all in her comments. And what I don't like about this though is that people are now using it now using it as a reason to just body shame her. And I don't think that's right. Because to give her to add a little to that, it didn't seem like she said, like, you're fat, get out of here, you're gaining too much weight. It seemed like she was alluding to the fact that, and listen, dancers, they're criticized by their agencies, by everybody, you know what I'm saying, by their weight. So I don't know, like, I just don't think that people should be taking this as an opportunity now to like just say like horrible things about her and her weight and things like that. I feel like, whatever, what needs to come out. Like, if you want to talk about how, she shouldn't do that, like, talk about the facts. You just sitting here just because you want to call her fat now because nobody's going to say anything to you. I feel like that's kind of like messed up. Like, stay on topic. But
do you think that overweight folks are body shaming each other? Because that doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, overweight. I've seen it. They'll be like, "Girl, you too fat. You need to," and it's like, "Girl, you're both 300 pounds. What are you talking about?" But they definitely do it to each other, and I think, and I kind of believe it because I feel like Lizzo is so traumatized by her weight that it could be easy for her to project that on to her people that are around her because she has more money than them. She feels like, you're working for me. I can say whatever I want. I think she comes off a little bit as being a little arrogant.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see that happening because she gets it all day, right? People always talking about her weight every time she wants to do something, blah, blah, blah. So why wouldn't you not project that onto the people around you? You know what I'm saying? If you, she needs some type of therapy, or because you want to walk around and say, I'm so confident, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. But you do. And it's coming out in other ways to people around you.
Yeah, I totally agree. Go ahead, Ms.
I'm sorry, guys. Just real quick. So what did we learn from this? I think an NDA is needed on every level for every entertainment, period. She had to sign that NDA. Everything that happened wouldn't be coming out now. She needs to get better legal representation, better people in her ear to tell her what to do with her business. That's her problem.
Well, okay.
Or why are you hanging out with your dancers like that? Keep it professional.
Yeah, well, like I said in the beginning of this segment, you're not bossing up, young lady. You shouldn't even be around your dancers like that. As far as on a social gathering, this is a work environment, and you have to treat people with the utmost compassion and respect on all levels. Is an NDA required for all of that? I say no. You are a person who, regardless, and Senny, I do agree with you, and I agree with you as well, Miss Miko, but with all the body shaming, it still doesn't give you the right to articulate that back to your dancers.
Right.
You can't, it's just not fair. And if Senny's talking about they're canceling you as we speak, then that's what you get. I think you should just apologize for everyone that you hurt, because you do come off a little arrogant. We see your videos, we hear you talking, and it's hard for me not to believe the dancers and their complaints about you. And if you fire these dancers, Miss Miko, then that's going to be another problem. Yeah. So what are you to do? I think you should just apologize for your behavior, reevaluate. I do agree with Miss Miko. Your management team has a lot to do with this. Someone needs to guide you through these complex scenarios, and it's sort of like the NBA basketball players when they get drafted. They give them classes so they won't, try to then have so many baby mothers or go into financial situations or problems. I think that's what Lizzo needs right now. And it'd be very interesting to go into her comments, to read the comments on her Instagram post. At least I give her this. At least I give you this, Lizzo. At least you put the post up and you let the comments, people can comment on your post. Because a lot of times when these A-lister superstars get into trouble like this, they'll make a post, but you won't be able to comment on the post. So I give you that. And while I'm getting my nails done after the show, I'm going to read some of these posts. Go ahead, Cindy.
Yeah, these comments.
Now,
Oh, and
will I can't. So then let me ask you this, Miss Miko, and I close out with Cindy. Uh, will you, are you for canceling Lizzo or give her a pass, Miss Miko?
Can I be brutally honest? I don't even care. Like,
But if you did,
I don't even care
kid,
about
if you
what's
did,
going on with Lizzo and the dancers. Like, I can take it or leave it. I don't care.
but Miss Miko, if you did care.
so then she's for canceling her.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so
Like, I wouldn't
Cindy,
miss her if she's gone, and I don't care if she stays.
that's hilarious. SennyJ, are you for canceling Lizzo or not?
I mean, I'm not really for canceling anyone. Because I think that, she's young, she's still learning, blah, blah, blah. But she's a mean girl, so yeah. And I think it's so crazy. Girl, you have a song out right now called You're Special. Like, and I love that song. And I don't want to believe it because it's so crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm for canceling her. Like, girl, you gotta go, you gotta go. Like, the
Cindy,
people have spoken.
ask me if I'm for canceling Lizzo or not, Cindy.
Shawn, are
Yes.
you for canceling Lizzo?
Cancel that ass. Cancel.
Shawn, you became a new fan. You were like how I was with Jonathan Majors.
Right.
I had just on Creed. And I had loved Jonathan Majors from The Harder They Fall. But after that news broke, he was dead to me.
Yeah.
Dead to me.
Lizzo, I might have been your oldest, weirdest kind of fan. Like, I don't think I hit your demographics as an uncle.
Don't.
I really don't. I feel weird saying that I was a Lizzo fan, but bitch, you're done. I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. You're finished. You're not gonna have dancers protrude bananas out of their vaginas. We're not doing that.
And you know what, Shawn? That documentary that you said you saw that you liked?
Yeah. That was a great concert, Cindy. Great concert.
A former director of that, he was talking in an interview and said that he walked off the set 2 weeks into that documentary because he couldn't stand Lizzo's arrogance and her attitude.
Oh.
Whoa.
Like, what? So yeah, this has been like one of the like best kept secrets in Hollywood that Lizzo is a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Hashtag Lizzo's a bitch. Thank you, Cindy. Let's start that movement in the chat room. Put a number 1 if we should cancel Lizzo. Put a number 2 if we shouldn't cancel her. The consensus on this panel is that she's canceled. And hashtag Lizzo's a bitch.
Yeah, hashtag, what'd you say? Hashtag Lizzo's a bitch?
Yeah, hashtag Lizzo's a bitch. The author of that was the Queen SennyJ. I will pick up that flag and keep that thing going. In the chat room, please, could you put in, if you want, hashtag Lizzo's a bitch. Thank you so much.
And fun fact, the word that I was saying, I pronounced it right, proselytizing. And that means when you proselytize someone, it means that it's the action of attempting to convert someone from one religious belief or opinion to another. Sentence, no amount of proselytizing was going to change their minds. So use it in a sentence today. You're welcome.
Yeah. I prophesized this chick in Webster Projects back in 2003.
I didn't say that word.
Not prophylactic, Shawn. That wasn't the word.
Proselytize.
I was proselytized back as a little boy when I was 7 years old.
Stop.
Oh God!
You see,
Miss Miko, we're gonna go to you in a minute, but Cindy, we're gonna get one more story, and put a number 1 chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. Summer Hours, welcome to the show. Throwback Thursday. We truly appreciate you. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That was with the Queen, SennyJ, and also the Queen, Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And I just want to say before you start, Senny, you and Miss Miko definitely have a glow about yourselves this morning. You ladies look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you,
Oh,
Shawn.
thanks so much.
Okay, let's continue on, guys. Sound real crazy. Sound like I do got that uncle look, but it's all good. Go ahead, Senny.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Um, yes, we are talking about Nene Leakes. She's seemingly been coming out of the woodwork. And she did this very big interview on this podcast where she was talking about basically I guess like wanting to give her side of like how she feels like in culture and what she's given and all that types of stuff. And she said that she should be just as big, if not bigger, than Kim Kardashian. Furthermore, Nene thinks she thinks the network pushed Kim to be successful while leaving her high and dry. Oh, I guess she's talking about the Kardashians because they used to be on Bravo. She had a two-part sit down on Reality with the King, which premiered on August 1st. And halfway through the episode, he asked, "Do you think you should be bigger than Kim Kardashian?" And she replied in an affirmative tone. She said the inaugural seasons of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered about 1 year apart on Bravo and E! Both are owned by NBC Universal. She felt the network opened up every door for Kim while leaving her out to dry. She didn't stop there. She said, "They pushed Kim to the front and pushed me to the back. And I don't think that was by chance. I think that was the way they wanted it to be." She also suggested that higher ups were more concerned about Kim's success than hers. And they're also adding that the host later agreed with Nene's sentiment about deserving to be bigger than Kim Kardashian. She said she also slams Robin and Giselle before giving Claudia Jordan her flowers, talking about her time on the show. And I think that Nene is big for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I don't think she was doing that much that she feels like. I mean, I feel like, yes, they got popular because of their show, but they did so much other stuff that I feel like Nene hasn't even touched on doing. So why would they be bigger? But also, of course, too, you're not the star of anything. It was like you with other women.
Right.
You know what
it
I
was
mean?
ensemble.
Right. So what would be the benefit of the studio just pushing you like it's the Nene Leak show when it wasn't? I don't understand.
Your thoughts,
Yeah,
Miss
I
Miko?
don't like Nene Leakes for the record. So, girl, go sit down. She's a mean girl. I don't like mean girls. So, I'm not a fan.
Word.
Well,
I know.
okay. Well, like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shout out to my man Chris Ledbetter in the chat room. We got the Cafe Lou's comedy reunion at Comedy in Harlem. That's on September the 3rd on a Sunday. Y'all come on out and have a good time. Also, in the following few days, September the 7th, we're back at Comedy in Harlem. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team. That's September the 7th on a Thursday. And then in Bethlehem, we're back at Game Time on September the 30th.
September 30th?
Yeah, September.
That's my birthday.
Then you know what you got to do.
Okay.
If you go, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're not, somewhere in the Galapagos Islands, come on and stop by and hang out with us. We'll get into that in a minute with Miko's travels. Our beloved Nene Leakes, I do agree with Miss Miko. You're part of an ensemble cast. If that show was about you by yourself, we wouldn't even be watching it. It would be a struggle. You forget that it was a team. Okay, maybe you might have been one of the most popular members of the team, but it was a team that made the show that we all fell in love with. The show didn't cross over to the Babylonians. Us Black folks love it. Some urban Babylonians felt, they had love for it. The difference is with the Kardashians, it crossed over from urban white folks and Latinos. Everybody loves the Kardashians. Okay, how did she get her fame? She had the sex tape with who was it? Nick Cannon.
Ray
Whoa,
J.
whoa.
Ray
Ray J.
J.
Right.
Ray
She,
J, yeah.
right.
Not
So
Ray
she
J.
had the sex tape with Ray J, and remember, her father was O.J. Simpson's best friend. So meaning so Kim Kardashian hit the ground running anyway.
Yeah, she
Nene
had
Links, we
notoriety
had to
for.
get to know who you was and what your whole story was all about. The urban community have love for you. I think some women, there might be a love-hate relationship. Do we compare you with Kim Kardashian? No, I don't think so. If you go with the social media numbers, uh, and listen, it's coming from me. I only got 3,000 followers on Instagram, so I'm not that guy. But I'm just saying,
Right.
Nene Links has 4.3 million followers on Instagram. That's very impressive, young lady. That really
But
is.
that's
That's like a major city in the United States. Kim Kardashian has 363 million followers. This woman is globally, worldwide.
Right.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with the network pushing your personality, your brand on Housewives of Atlanta. I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I just think that Kim Kardashian was just a global celebrity.
And she was younger. And she was doing sex tapes and she was doing other things.
Yeah, Nene, like you don't do anything. The Kardashians stay in your face, right?
Right.
Every day. We didn't hear from you. You was dealing with Greg and his, may he rest in peace, dealing with his sickness. Then you was dealing with your son, and then you came out with a club in Atlanta. Okay. What else have you done, girl? And then
Right.
you
And think
haven't even been on Real Housewives of Atlanta for how many seasons?
right. And my whole thing is look how many African American penises that Kim Kardashian has been through. And she's married to Kanye West, right? I mean, well, they were together, right? And what about her movement, which we really do love, and City was reporting it throughout the years. Every time an African American or someone was incarcerated unfairly or think they should have been put in jail unfairly, Kim Kardashian was on the front lines. And we're not even going to talk about all the products and all the things that she do. I think Nene Links, much love to you, no question about it. I think you're an urban hero. But to be to mention in the same category as Kim Kardashian, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work. And you ladies are right. You dealt with Greg, may he rest in peace. You dealt with your son, club in Atlanta. You walked around Atlanta and throughout the country, strutting your whole personality. You even ventured into comedy for a little while. And I respect and I love you. Now, Miss Miko might not feel the same way about you. SennyJ might not feel the same about you, but we all know who you are. But go ahead.
What is your brand?
Yeah.
What are you about? At least I know when I see Kim, I know what I'm about to get.
Right.
What do I get with you?
Right. That
Nothing.
part.
You don't have a brand. You
And
were
on top
on a
of that,
reality show. That's your identity, girl.
and most importantly, all of us, I don't know about Miss Miko, but I know SennyJ and I do. We all got more of a fantasy of smashing Kim Kardashian than we do Auntie Nene. Nene, you're smashable to only one demographic. Everybody on earth wants to smash Kim Kardashian, and I'll prove it to you right now, everybody. SennyJ, would you love to smash a choice? Which one you smashing? Nene Links or Kim Kardashian? Where we go?
Not Nene Links.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling.
I'm gonna smash Kim for sure.
Miss Miko, Nene or Kim? Which one you smashing?
I'll do a little thing or two with Kim.
Right. Miss Miko, actually, who Harvey smashed?
Sure, who you smashing?
Kim. And I'm not Kim. And I'm not talking about the little one. I'll smash Kim Kardashian before I smash little Kim. I'll smash all the Kims. Now, that's another situation that, listen, put a number one chat room. Okay, before we move on, before we get to Miss Miko, who's your favorite? Number one, Kim, or number two, Nene? I mean, right there.
And you
That
know
tells
what?
you right
I'm kind of like upset. Like, literally, if I was Kim, I would be like, oh, you got to be effing kidding me. Like, the amount of people that come for this woman on a daily is like, I just want to know, like, when you're just going to put some respect on her name. Like, she's a great mom. She tried to be out there. She tries to do her best to be politically correct. Like, she has businesses. Like, she literally is just trying to mind her business and look as good as she possibly can. So I don't know, like, why so many people hate that, or why so many celebrities feel like they can just come for her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the Kardashians to me, they're like my little best friends in my head. Like, I love their family. I've been watching them
I would
watching them for over 20 years. So I just don't understand. Like, if I were Kim, I would be really pissed off because I feel like she's done a lot, and people just continuously want to say she does nothing. She does nothing.
I would allow Kim Kardashian to smash my wife.
Oh, Lord.
Not Nene. You can't. No.
Shawn, Princess and our beloved cousin nephew Lee Scott said, Nene, they're going to go with Nene because Kim is for the streets. Princess said, Kim's mileage is crazy and he do a lot with his mouth when he's freaking off.
Yo, y'all.
So they said they're going for Auntie Nene, honey. They don't want no parts of that Kardashian vagina.
She's been in committed relationships. I don't know why y'all want to talk about Kim so bad.
I'm just saying.
People love to hate Kim.
It would be an honor for me to smash behind Kanye West. Imagine if I smashed Kim Kardashian, that meant that for me, I smashed after Kanye West. I don't want to smash Nene Lynx and she smashed with her husband, Greg. May rest in peace. Greg. I don't want to follow Greg. No disrespect to him. I want to follow Kanye West. What is wrong with Princess and Lee Scott? You don't want to follow Kanye West, but you want to follow Greg? What are we talking about here? Like Jadakiss said, what are we doing? We watching the honeymooners?
Shout out to Kim. Keep making a mad girl.
Shout out to you, Kim.
I'm proud of my girl. And look at this. You have Lizzo projecting. You have other people crumbling under the pressure. Nobody gets more hateful comments per minute than Kim Kardashian. And you ain't never hear no scandal coming out of there. Her disrespecting people, acting crazy.
She's like Beyonce. She's just quiet and she just cancels you. That's it. She don't react.
The question is, do Kim Kardashian even know who Nene is?
She knows who she is. But she's probably gonna be like, girl, bye now. How are you gonna do that? You should be trying to be friends with Kim, Nene.
Right.
You over here gonna be blasphemous? You know their family know everybody.
Shawn, they grinding you up. They said you're being weird when to smash behind Kanye. They said that's weird. They grinding you up, Shawn.
I'm weak.
I don't care how weird. I don't care how weird. Look how many celebrities before I smashed. You guys don't want to smash behind Ray J, and you don't want to smash behind Kanye West.
And
but there's been women. Well, hold on. But there's women in your life that you are in relationships with, or a long-term relationship, and the four guys that they smashed was Harold and Greg and Timothy and Muhammad
and James.
That's what you want. That's what you want. I'd rather follow behind Kanye West, and who's the other one?
Pete Davidson.
And I know Pete Davidson. That's my guy.
Pete is his guy.
So Princess and Lee Scott and all you guys, okay? All your ladies done had a James, a Timothy.
Oh God.
All right, Miss Miko, let's move on. Only place on earth where you get your more. You know, if I smash Kim Kardashian, you know, that would be an honor. Not Auntie Nene. There's aunties. We got aunties in the chat room right now. There's a lot of aunties.
I'm like,
but the auntie's body count is low, Shawn.
Oh, whatever.
Aunties they sit at a cool 5, maybe at possible 6.
I
You're not
love
gonna count that one night stand.
I love all my aunties. I'm just saying, if I knew that I'm dating somebody that Kanye West has sex with, and what's the other guy's name with the sex tape?
Ray J.
Ray J was like 20 years ago.
Right. So what? So what?
You're not smashing behind him. There's like 4 other dudes.
That's fine.
100.
It's okay. I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about here. All right, listen, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you guys. We're going to yield the time to Miss Miko, see what's going on with her, and then we're going to bail out soon. So we appreciate you guys this morning, and thank you. Miss Miko, what you got going on?
So today I'm going to talk about vacation essentials. As you guys know, Shawn, SennyJ, and I, we just came back from a nice trip to Panama. And there were some things that we forgot, and we had to reach out to our beloved Shawn to pack. Shawn, I need my water shoes back. You never gave them to me. We had to reach out to Shawn to go to our houses and get water shoes, towels, sunblock, all kind of stuff, and put it in his suitcase. Then Shawn complained because of our stuff that he had to pay extra $75 to get on the plane because it was so heavy. So I just want to give you guys some tips, and Ms. Miko's tips today, of things you should definitely carry with you on vacation, especially if you're going to the Caribbean, an all-inclusive resort. These are things that you definitely shouldn't leave at home. The first thing that me and Cindy had in our suitcase was beach cover-ups. They're great for grabbing lunch. If you're going to run into the buffet or you're going to run back to your room for something, have something to just throw on over your bathing suit so you can go in and out seamlessly. The second thing that we had was evening outfits for dinner. Depending on how long you're staying, men, you want to have a collared shirt because some resorts don't allow like tank tops and stuff like that. But ladies, just throw a cute little black dress, colorful dress, whatever, so you can have dinner. Another thing is water shoes. Make sure you have activewear and water shoes for excursions when you are on vacation. It's very important that you carry that. I left my water shoes back home. Cindy reminded me. I called the lovely Shawn Harvey. He bought the water shoes, never gave them to me, saw me 5 days straight in Panama, had them in his room, held captive, still don't have my water shoes. So people, put your water shoes in the bag now if you're going away. Last but not least, the next thing is a tumbler, an insulated tumbler. It can keep your drinks cold longer. I had my Miss Miko tumbler. Shawn had his Shawn Harvey tumbler. Cindy had cups of ice with a lot of Hennessy, but you should have had a tumbler. So make sure you have your tumbler. And also when you carry it in the pool, it doesn't float away like the plastic does. It kind of stays put on edge of the pool. You want to make sure you have a waterproof phone holder. I think LaShawn Haynes Jones had a waterproof phone holder. So that LaShawn Brown Oliver, that's a good thing because you can take pictures underwater, pictures in the pool, pictures in the beach. That was good. And last but not least, this is so important, people. Carry your own snorkeling gear. If you're going to go on excursions, you're going to get on those boats, carry your snorkeling gear because they do not clean the equipment that they give you. They rinse it in the salt water and they say, here you go. With COVID still being prevalent, you do not want to run the risk of getting sick or picking up anything from a third world country. So bring your own snorkeling gear. Oh, and pool floaties. That's it. Cindy had a zebra pool floaty and I had a lounge chair. And we were the talk of the pool. So make sure you go to Five Below and pick up your pool floaties so you can have a great time. And that is Miss Miko's tips for packing for vacation.
Word.
Let's clap for that. Cindy.
Thanks, girl.
Do you notice the way, and thank you for your tips, Miss Miko, and who is definitely qualified because she travels more than all of us on this panel. Now, thank you for sharing, but to the people that are listening, and God bless you guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right, please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. That's with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Which she's not telling you that SennyJ and Miss Miko had the audacity to start calling me because they forgot all their items. SennyJ actually wanted me to bring 17 different items that she had mailed to her from Amazon that she didn't get, that it was too late for her to pack her bags. And Miss Miko did the same thing. Those water shoes that Miss Miko's talking about, she wanted me to stop in the middle of my busy day trying to pack to meet her husband somewhere for her water shoes.
Yeah.
I told her that that's not going to happen because I'm running around trying to pack myself. So guess what? Her husband, Mike, snuck on my porch 3 hours before my wife and I was leaving to drop her water shoes. This from the travel expert, everybody. He dropped the water shoes in front of the house, dog barking. He gets in his car, he drives away. I put the water shoes in my luggage, and I didn't see Miss Miko only for 6 minutes at the whole trip.
He's lying. He saw me every day, y'all. I never had my water shoes. Tanya has got the water shoes now.
And then we put the water shoes are in the room. I just went to go look for the water shoes right now. I don't know what happened to them. They're in there somewhere.
Oh, you done lost my water shoes.
My wife looked at the water shoes the other day and said, "What bitch got left water shoes in your bag?" I said, "Those are the water shoes. Those are the Miko water shoes. What are you talking about?"
Right. You didn't
and Cindy wanted her beloved sister to drive 20 miles away or whatever, because Cindy left 6 or 7 different outfits for me to pack in my bag. And my bag is overflowing with clothes, and I got to pack all their stuff. And by the way, they're flying first class. I'm in the back of the plane on a bus.
And I didn't get my pajamas for the pajama party. Me and Tamiko went to Victoria's Secret and got racially profiled.
We sure did. We sure did.
So you single-handedly ruined our shopping experience in Panama. Because of you, we had to get racially profiled. Tamiko had to get loud, and we had to leave. And I still had no outfit from the pajama party. So thank you for that, Shawn. You see what you caused? Emotional damage.
These women wanted me to. I should have just packed another bag.
You should have.
I gotta buy Tamiko water shoes. I don't know where they're at. They're in here somewhere. I hope Cooper didn't get to them.
Oh my God, Shawn! I'm coming to get my water shoes. I'm coming right after the show. I'm coming over.
No, I'm leaving. I gotta go.
Shawn, put them on the porch, Shawn. Find my shoes. I'm leaving tonight. I got a 4 o'clock flight.
Are you serious?
Using them water shoes. She didn't want to do no excursions. She didn't want to go nowhere. She didn't want to get it.
Exactly.
You don't need them.
Just in case.
I don't want you and your husband coming to my house at 1 o'clock in the morning to pick up your water shoes.
That's right, Mike. Mike he's a real one.
We truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. You know, we're doing some hours. We'll be back next week. And then September, we'll be back to our full schedule. But we truly appreciate you guys. We hope you enjoyed the show today. Before Miss Miko give the last word, we're going to give the last word to SennyJ before the last word. Senny, what you got?
I have that today's going to be amazing. And you guys make sure you have an amazing day as well.
That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. And you don't care. And I'm not even mad at you.
I know.
I'm not.
I know. Bye.
No doubt.
Bye, y'all.
Miss Miko, the floor is yours.
Courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's courage, guys.
Senny.
Send that to Lizzo.
Right. Senny, it's just weird because you're like, have a good day to have a great day. And then she's like, courage and inspiration is the leading factor.
Girl, what the hell?
One more time, Miss Miko, if you don't mind.
Courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm.
Okay.
That's courage.
Is that what courage is?
Be courageous, people. No matter how many doors close, just be courageous. Something's gonna open.
No doubt. All right, guys, come on. We'll see you next week. God bless you. Come on, let's wave at these folks. Truly appreciate you guys. We are out of here, and God bless.
Farewell.